Hey YouTube, welcome back to Revd Kicks, where today we have a review and comparison of the Nike Invincible 3s going against the Nike Zoomfly 5s. Before I move on, if you enjoy this type of content around sneakers and running, etc., please consider liking and subscribing. This video really does help the channel. So that said, let's get at it. First, let me start by saying this is not an apples to apples comparison. This is an apples to orange comparison. These two shoes are different for purpose, feel, type of runner. And the purpose of the video is to help those runners that might be considering getting a new pair of shoes. Maybe they're new to running, so you haven't found your pairs that you like or manufacturers that you like. And really, this is meant to help you find the shoes that and the models you'll stick with for a long time that allow you to enjoy running. That said, the two shoes we have here are two really good quality running shoes from Nike. Again, both for different purposes. Let me start by describing some of the similarities. They both have ZoomX material for their midsoles. The cushioning is great on both of these, although the cushioning on the Invincible 3s, it's quite softer and designed slightly differently. Both have a mesh material up top, slightly different. This one is a more firm type of material, as you can see in the close-ups there. And then this one is meshed and more see-through, which one would think has probably better ventilation in my opinion. But we'll get to some of those later. So the one thing I wanted to say is, if you're new to running and the joints still hurt when you get out there, and you get sore really in the beginning, I mean, stick with it first and foremost. I mean, that's part of running. If you haven't run a lot before, you really have to take it easy. You have to avoid injury. You have to take it slow. That's what I feel the Invincible 3s are designed for. A lot of cushion, a lot of support, etc. Consider trying these out at your local running shop. The Zoomflies have a carbon plate integrated into the ZoomX foam there. And what that's going to do is create some propulsion. It's going to spring you forward. But what that means is you have to be running pretty fast now. And if you're just starting off running, you're probably not running off really fast, unless you're really young, which I'm not. But, you should start off easy. You should ease into it so you don't injure yourself, right? So this is what I consider a more advanced shoe. Once you're preparing for your long distance races, say, 10 miler and above, you might want to use this for your speed workouts, tempo runs. You will feel it when you're at speed, but if you're shuffling along, easy pace, long runs, you're not going to take advantage of that carbon plate, right? In addition, I find stability-wise that the Invincible 3s are more stable. I'm trying to show if you can see this, the way that this outsole here, or the midsole outsole, protrudes out, right? Front and the back here. You can see that. That really does add the stability, right? What I mean by that is, as you're stepping through, say, even if you're a heel striker, you'll feel the stability. Your foot will feel steady on the transition to your toes. With these shoes, if you're running slow, it'll feel slightly unstable. See, it's a bit skinnier on the heel part. If you look at the comparison, right? I can probably even show you here. See, it's definitely skinnier. So what you might feel is a bit more unstable running in the Zoomfly 5s if you've just started off running and you need more stability. These are not the shoes. I know that maybe the carbon plate, talk about fast. I mean, even like the Vaporflies out there, people think I'll get those shoes to run faster. Technically sure, but if you're just starting out, the probably detriment might cause you some injuries. You'll definitely feel less stability on any transition here. You almost are forced to to, mid strike or early strike here on the front side of your foot. So, take that into consideration when you're looking at these shoes. If you're looking to add something to your arsenal in terms of your long distance shoes and you need like speed workout shoes, you can get to this eventually, but make sure you're at that speed, right? I don't want you to waste your money. It is your money though, so feel free to do what you want with it. But this is meant to give you a little bit more advice. So definitely stability, cushion. You can see that the cushion here is right there. I mean, this is so soft, right? It gives you a lot of heel strike cushion for those that are have that style. Whereas this one, again, if you're trying to transition, this will be a little less stable. So, other aspects after using these two pairs a little bit on the treadmill, got a couple pairs here to talk about breathability. So in the Invincibles, we talked about the upper also being a mesh, but I untied it a bit so I can show everybody the interior, right? And so as you can see here, it does look like there's some breathing holes that you can see, or it's just thinner material for ventilation, etc. I believe this is designed to give more support around the foot as well. Seems like it's just dirtier for those that need that stability versus the Zoom flies. Let me get it in here. So as you can see, the Zoom flies, the material, the mesh material, as you can see on the outside here, is there, but there's this felt soft material above it. And so there's still venting holes here, so I feel like this is meant for added stability. But it's definitely another layer there. I feel like it's gonna breathe just well. But know that that's in there. For those that do triathlons and you transition to a pair of running shoes after T2, these would probably be a good pair. That to me is nice to have because you generally aren't wearing socks in your transition in T2 to the run. So maybe those that are doing tries might consider this as their ratio. So getting back to the shoes in general, again, having these two, this Invincible 3s, lots of cushion, stability, soft, sturdy. It's going to get you your miles. This is going to be my long distance running shoe in my lineup. This guy will be my speed workout shoe. I plan on racing in this. I'm not going to get any, super fast racing shoes. I think this would be enough with the carbon plate in here for me. My daily runner in between these two will likely still be a New Balance 1080 that I really like, the V12. But looking forward to testing out the Pegasus 40, which has React foam. I really did like the older React running shoes. So we'll definitely try that out in the review when it's available. So there you go. I hope this video was useful for those, again, starting off, getting into this, elite runners, those with a lot of experience, probably just looking to get different aspects. But if you're new to running, I just want to make sure I give you enough information for you to pick the right shoes for the type of training you're doing, keep you safe, keep you healthy, so you continue running for a long time. So that's it. I do appreciate your time, appreciate you. Run safe. Take care.